Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is your boy, the man, Andy to the city. Y'all know what's up. Now, by the way, a quick thing. I actually keep a flyer posted up on my bedroom wall, reminding me of one of my next new albums. I'm gonna end up dropping sometime, definitely not in December. I already dropped the Love and Relationships. It's not that will end on I dropped that on the 30th of I dropped that on Sunday, this past Sunday. But yeah. I could drop another album in December, but I'm probably not. I mean, don't think I'm gonna wait till actually next summer of 2016 to drop another new album. That's not Andy to the City. I mean, that's a lot of other rappers, but that's not me. I'm gonna drop consistently, like I always do. Like, the new album may be out sometime in January, February, maybe even March, but I'm not going to make you wait until the entire next summer to hear it unless I'm really, really busy with God knows whatever else stuff. Like, if I'm really busy with sports or doing shows or whatever else, or just traveling, I mean, whatever else I'm busy with. But again, I will update people on what I'm busy with doing if I don't end up releasing it in the first 3 months of next year. I will update people on why I can't release it. Believe me, I'm not gonna just go ahead and go 3 months without telling y'all why I haven't released a new album so far. At least that's what my plans are, 2016. But the title of the album the album for the flyer that I keep taped to the wall of my bedroom, it's called Pop Season Fest. I'm probably gonna change the name from that to something else, but the entire playlist is made up of pretty much hit after hit after hit. Now, definitely, y'all probably like Andy to the City. You've said that so many times, and pretty much none of your music is a hit. Well, yes, that is tremendously right. Now, pretty much not one of the songs I've made is a hit. But, definitely, hey, still never giving up and still keep trying. But, definitely, I guess, to my opinion, it's a hit. To my opinion, the whole playlist is a hit. To my best opinion. That's just that. For example, at least a few songs on it is Know What's Up, Dynamic Behavior, Reppin', Superstar, Brotherhood Nation Language, About That Life, Up for Mayor, Make It Rain, Rap Raider, and now I should stop, 'cause I'm pretty sure I've told you almost the whole playlist right there. Actually, I think I told you at least half the playlist. Playlist has 18 songs on it. But point is, I may end up changing that title soon enough. I don't know, due time. But again, I didn't make this talking entertainment to talk about that. I'm making this talking entertainment to talk about the fact being. Let's get into some NFL football, future draft picks, future quarterbacks. Yes, I am disappointed that the Browns have benched my boy Johnny Manziel, and now he is a third string on the roster. I am very pissed about that. But at the same time, like the article I pretty much just read a few hours ago said that now it's coming back to bite Mike Pettin in the butt because, hey, now Josh McCown is now out for the entire rest of the season. So what does that have to say for you? The way I allude to it and think of it now, like I say, my best opinion, Johnny, I actually hope the guy you get out of Cleveland by the end of this season and end up getting traded to Dallas or Houston or some other franchise that actually wants you. Now, Cleveland can tell you over and repeatedly that, we won. But none of their showings, I mean, I don't know about a lot of y'all others out there, but this is my best opinion. A lot of their showings on how they've handled his career up to now has not shown they really are committed to him being the future. I'm not saying that after his first win versus I guess Tennessee that was in week 2 or week 3, I'm not saying that that win they should have just went in and solidified him as the official full starter for the rest of the season. But definitely I think after his second start they should have done that. Probably after his second start. But better yet, they shouldn't have reneged on him just because of that video that was surface. Because again, people make mistakes. Now, not only the fact that people make mistakes, ladies and gentlemen, they say, Mike Pettin said we put him now back to the third string because it was the bond of trust that he broke. Well, Pettin, you have to realize, man, what other better options do you have to do? I get it. People, get it. He broke a trust promise. A trust promise. But you have to realize, you gotta live and learn, forgive and forget. Realize we're not perfect. People make mistakes every single day. We make mistakes really every single day. And you have to realize the fact being, what else better option do you have? If you want to see what the brother has for this season, to know definitely whether you need to draft another quarterback or not, give him a fine or something else, but let him play, because we all want to see him play. You need to see him play, and I would say to keep your job, you need to see him play. But simple as that, we need to see him play. And definitely, if the Browns had drafted Derek Carr or Teddy Bridgewater or almost any other quarterback but Manziel, they would not have had these problems. Again, Manziel came out in the 2014 draft. And I believe in that same draft, you had A.J. McCarron, you had Aaron Murray, you had both those guys that went in the 5th round. They could have drafted one of those, even if they were hurt. Come on, you still could have drafted one of them. Well, you could have drafted Derek Carr, you could have drafted Teddy Bridgewater, you could have drafted a multitude of quarterbacks in that draft. The 2015 draft was the most boring draft with quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. That was the most boring draft with the quarterbacks. And it's not because of lack of talent, because you have talent. You have untapped potential talent in the draft class. The only problem with the fact being how many didn't get drafted. You had Jameis and Mariota go 1 and 2. Then you didn't see another quarterback being drafted until the 3rd round. That was the sound of my washing machine. And then you had then you didn't see into the 3rd round quarterbacks being taken, like Sean Mannion to the Rams, and then I forgot his last name. I know his first name is Grayson. You had him out of Colorado or Colorado State, something like that. And you had him going to the Saints. And then, like I said, after that, you didn't see another quarterback being taken until Bryce Petty and then Brett Hundley. Bryce got selected in the 4th. Hundley got selected in the 5th. After that, it was just like... The point is that I think that was one of the most boring drafts I've ever seen with quarterbacks being selected, other than the 2013 draft. Not a lot of teams need... believe me, a lot of... how do I put this? One of the guys off the videos I watched on CBS Sports app, he said a lot of teams need quarterbacks, and then he was also saying with all the bad quarterbacks you have now playing, a lot of these guys, or some of them, I think a lot of them, he said, are going to be taken. Are you kidding? I was saying, are you kidding me? From what I see, Stafford in Detroit, not that he should be cut next season, but he should definitely be challenged with some new, fresh rookie talent. Well, I don't really care what round it is, but he needs to be challenged with some new and fresh rookie talent. Because I'm telling you, it's not going to be good for you to keep him around another season without good competition, just for him to end up having the same start as he did this year, and or just get injured. So they need to draft him. Detroit needs to draft another quarterback. Like I say, Stafford is pretty much like Blake Bortles to a case. I don't know how. I think Stafford's only been in 1 playoff game so far. Blake has been in none so far. But the thing is, just like with Sam Bradford as well, you drafted number 1 overall 2009 or 2010, and you haven't been to the playoffs but once in your whole career. And I believe Stafford is the one that had I think has only been to the playoffs once in his career, and Bradford has been none. So what does that show for you? that shows that you are a very good. You're, I guess, a decent regular season quarterback. You're obviously decent enough. You're obviously accurate and decent enough quarterback to survive during the regular season consistently. But you're obviously not that good and accurate enough to push your team to the postseason. Or better yet, you're not a good game manager. A better way of putting it, you're not a good game manager to getting your team to the postseason. I get it that it takes a whole team. So guess what? As a quarterback of that team, you need to push everybody to the absolute limits and lengths that they need to be to get yourself to the postseason. Make sure everybody's performing the way they need to perform. Giving them whatever pep talks must be needed. And even, like I say, going hand-in-hand with your coach to design as many trick plays for that offense, even that defense as you can. Point is, go more hand-in-hand with your coaches and with your players on how to make the whole team better and get together, and get each other together to go over into the postseason. That's just that. I got more talk entertainment on the sports topic of potential NFL quarterbacks from the 16 draft of next season coming up on the Talk Entertainment. So once again, thank y'all for listening, watching, and subscribing so far. Once again, it's your boy, the man, NJ to the City, with the number 2 or TO. And once again, by the way, the NJ to the City on SoundCloud that has the there's one account has a capital Y and the other one has a one of the other ones is not a 20, it's a O for 2, as well as the number 2. But if y'all want to keep on saying 20, NJ 20 the City, I don't really care, or NJ 2000 the City, or whatever, I don't really care. Simple as that. I still take it as, okay. But God bless, okay.